Hello and welcome to MtG. My name is Vyacheslav, and if you like my videos, please support me by subscribing to the channel, leave a comment or just press a like button. And today I show you my budget green terror deck. Actually, I think you know this deck by the name DFB Green, because Winter and Summer Derby organizers play a lot of times and make it more popular. And main game plan of the deck is simple. It's a green deck, you have little creatures, can buff them by Giant Growths or Pendelhaven, and also have a lot of green artifact and land destroy spells to destroy opponent resources. But this deck also splashed to black, not hard, for just 2 or 3 spells. One of them is a terror, so this deck name is Green Terror. Also, just terrorize your opponent mana base. And original good and not budget version of the deck contains 2 copies of City in the Battle to destroy opponent's City or Brass. And of course my budget will not contain it and will be slightly different, but not so hard. So let's look at the deck, and you can see it's have some cards from Arabian Nights, because have not City in the Battle and have the similar game plan. Play little creatures, buff them, go to attack, and by the way destroy opponent mana base. And now we can look into creatures more closely. Let's start from Mana Dorks. First one, very important, it's Llanowar Elf. It's a green legend, 1/1 for 1 green mana, can produce green mana for tap, help you to play 3 mana spells on the second turn, and also can go to attack. Second one, very important for the deck, it's 1/1 for green and for Deep Shadow. It's same to Llanowar Elf, but not similar. Yeah, for the tap it produces mana, but not green and black, and also you must pay life to do it. And this is one of the important cards in the deck that's splashed to green, because that's splashed to black. It's a green deck already, because for this little splash you need some mana sources, but can't put into your deck many black lands, and this black mana dork help you to stabilize. Second creature with option is a Scavenger Folk, 1/1 for 1 green, and for green and sacrifice and tap. It can destroy artifact. It's slightly slow, because can destroy artifact on the turn you play it. It's need Lost Summoning Sickness, but fine, because it can go to attack also. And can be buffed by Pendelhaven. It's important too for creatures in this deck. But other creatures are more important for the game plan, so mostly if you need to put some different cards into the deck, you could have 1 or 2 Scavenger Folks. It's as I see in the other players' experience. Next creature will be the creature that simple go to attack, without any options. Script Sprite. For 1 mana, 1/1, green creature with flying. It helps you to go to attack through opponent blockers, and also can block some flyers. Even not champ block with Pendelhaven or Giant Growths. Next one, the Argotian Pixie. One of the best green cards, I think. If you don't think so, try to play against any artifact decks, and you understand. Pixie can block any big artifact creatures, and also can go to attack through big artifact blockers. It's nice. Can be killed by Triskelion. And last creature to just go to attack in my deck is MtG. As I say, originally deck contains City in the Battle, but my version budget and don't contain, so without this card we can play some cards from Arabian Nights, and it's MtG, of course. First time I played this deck I tried to use 4 copies, but actually the deck can win fast, and you regularly need some mana to play spells and have tricks, so it's not so easy to play Ernam. Maybe it's because he costs 4 mana, maybe because deck just don't need too many big spells. But actually it's a lot of times that I don't play Ernam in the games that I have in the hand, and I just put it for 2 copies. Now let's see the spells. The spells have some different sections. Let's start from the Resource Destruction. First one is Ice Storm. It's very simple, for 3 mana, destroy target land. Very nice. And actually fast in our deck, because by help of Elf of Deep Shadow and Llanowar Elf we can play it on the second turn. So it's like a sinkhole. Second turn land destruction spell, very nice. And one more card to destroy mostly mana base for your opponent with power is a Crumble. Of course, Crumble can destroy any artifact, including Big Triskelion, but in this case, Crumble will generate to opponent life points. It's still a nice option to kill creature, but most nice way to play Crumble in this deck to destroy opponent Moxens, to destroy mana base, because if your opponent can't play spells, it will be very hard for him to protect himself by your little guys. You know, Wrath of God cost 4 mana. Next group of spells is some buffs for creatures. Giant Growths, of course. Green Lightning Bolt, you know. For green mana, give +3/+3 to any of your creatures. It can help to deal a lot of damage. And pair of Berserks. Berserk is not actually a budget card right now, and you can use maybe more Scavenging Folks or more Crumbles or something else instead of, but I love this card. Of course, it's not very stable, it's very risky to play Berserk, but I have some very nice memorizable moments, like once I play against opponent and in my turn at the upkeep with 7 cards in hand and black white on the table, I play the Giant Growths and Berserk to my Mishra's Factory, so protect myself from black white, leaving 1 life point and go to attack to 10. It was very nice. I think I never forgot about this moment, it was fine. And sometimes Berserk generate easy wins and very fast. But sometimes it's very risky and you can take Sword or Lightning Bolt and lose the game. But I like this card. And next section from cards will be the singletons. You can see all of them, it's just 1 copy in my deck. Of course, it's a Regrowth to return from your graveyard any land destruction spell or any creature or anything that you have in the graveyard. You can return any card. And second one is a Hurricane. If you don't like Berserk, you can put more Hurricanes because it's very important card in the deck. It's not only kill flying creatures, it also kill creatures that you can't kill, basically. You know, in deck only removal spell is Terror, and you can't kill Hypnotic Spectre with Terror. Of course, you can protect yourself by Script Sprite and Pendant Haven, and can be protected from hippie attacks, but the deck is aggressive, you need to go to attack, and if you play against something black, it must be a mid-range, so you need to win fast, you need to go to attack, not protect yourself, and Hurricane help you to kill hippie and deal damage at the same time. And also you can use it like just direct damage in the late game. When your opponent have not so many life points, you can just finish him by Hurricane. And of course 3 black cards. One of them is Terror, spell that help you to kill any non-black and artifact creature for just 2 mana, very nice. Second one is Mind Twist. Mind Twist is very dangerous card, you know. If you start the game from Mana Dork, one second one, on the third turn you can discard entire opponent hand by Mind Twist in this deck. Also you can have the window to find Mind Twist by help of last singleton card, Demonic Tutor. It's of course nice, like in any black deck, because it helps you to find anything you need. And let's look on the land. Here you can see the, of course, 4 copies of Mishra's Factory, because maybe it's the best creature in old school. You know, I repeat it in every video when I show you Mishra's Factory. Second land, it's 3 copies of Pendant Haven. 3 copies looks like too much for legendary land, but in our case, when we have so many 1/1 creatures, Pendant Haven is very important. Also, your opponent maybe will destroy it, even at once, so not so dangerous to keep second in the hand to buff your creatures. Also, we have the stabilization for black, it's 4 copies of City of Brass. In this budget version of the Green Terror, it's very painful mana basis, you can see. You can play black spells only if you have a lot of lives, because for every way to generate black mana you need to pay life. Slightly painful, but very aggressive, so it's not so bad. Also, the deck of course contains 8 forests, it's green deck, so need forests to generate green mana. 1 strip mine to destroy land, and it's very nice sometimes to use regrowth especially for Strip Mine, because it's one more 2-mana land destruction. And Maze of Ith, this land that you can find by your demonic tutor to protect yourself from Hippie or many other dangerous creatures that your opponent can have. Also, you can use Maze of Ith as a specific trick when you go to attack with a lot of creatures. You can see deck have a lot of cheap creatures, so it will be a lot of mass attack, 3 or 4 of them. And you can just protect one of them if they block it by Maze of Ith. And still go to attack and not lost creature in the blocks. It's nice. And it's all with main deck, so go to Sideboard. Of course, if you have not a playset of Folks or Crumble in main deck, or have just not so many Hurricanes, you can put this card into Sideboard to side it in specific matches. But we also have the card that better to use in Sideboard, like Whirling Dervish. It's very nice against black deck. As I say, we have the problem with Hypnotic Spectre. We can heal him only with Hurricane. And bigger problem is a Royal Assassin. It's very dangerous card against us, because we have not way to kill him in main deck or in Sideboard. And if you put into Sideboard ways to kill him, it's just very bad cards, mostly. At the same time, Whirling Dervish can be killed by Assassin and become very weak in the fast time. The first attack you can buff it by Pendelhaven to protect against some blocks, and after this he will be already big and pro-black. Nice. Of course, against control deck we have the Sylvan Library to draw many cards. Sometimes you can actually draw many cards against control, yeah, because we're aggressive. And Black-Wise also against controls, because if player have a lot of cards in hand, Black-Wise will deal direct damage, and it helped us to finish game maybe. More copies of Terror, of course. Also deck have Tranquility, can have. So you can be protected against any enchantment strategies, including land tax or something other dangerous stuff like Abyss. And if you play like me with Berserks, maybe it's nice idea to use Avoid Fate to protect your creatures. And with Avoid Fate you can be safe when go to lethal combo with buff and Berserk and seal the Sword to Plowshares. So it's all about the deck, main and Sideboard. Of course you can make a deck, better, put most nicest card. And it will be just already as more popular version, not budget. At the first you need to change your City of Brass to Bio, and you will not pay so many lives for stabilization. Then if you have not City of Brass, you can remove Berserks or something that you don't like very well, and put into deck City in the Bottle, because now you will not destroy your own mana base, so City in the Bottle will be a nice answer for opponents' Genes, Ifrits and lands. And of course with City in the Bottle we have not option to use Ernam Djinn in main deck, so it's better to put some other creature. Maybe it's Tracker to kill little creatures you opponent control, but I see it's mostly popular to use the Ooze. It's for 3 mana to 4, and with specific ability it can be played on the second turn by Llanowar Elf, and also it have 4 toughness, so it don't die by lightning bolt. It can be very nice and can protect us from red aggressive strategies. And that's all, just 8 cards to make this budget deck more competitive. Oh, also you can put into deck Moxen, because Moxen make every deck better, but it's very non-budget. In my video about top budget old school decks, that's my opinion, this deck was on the 5th place, but after I played it some time, I think I can say it's the 2nd place in my list. 2nd just because I love black more. Actually, we played with my wife and I played 10-point event, and deck was nice. I won a lot of games. Also, it's very easy to make it more powerful, more competitive, to try to play events, to win. Because we will have the good mana base, and City in the Bottle it will help you against many popular 3 or 4 colorful decks. Yeah, you can actually destroy entire mana base and just go with Llanowar Elf to attack without even Pendelhaven. and still win. So, deck is nice. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching to the end and have a nice day. Bye.